Hey, thanks so much for joining us on KARE 11 News Now. I'm Michelle Beck. Let's get to your headlines. Just in this morning, a hostage ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas is being discussed. Over the weekend, Israeli and Hamas negotiators met in Egypt to work on a proposal. A group representing families of the hostages say Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told them the government is focused on bringing all the hostages back. Hamas released a statement saying it's interested in the proposals that'll guarantee an end to the fighting and a prisoner exchange. This morning, markets are reacting to more tariff whiplash. Over the weekend, the president announced smartphones, computers, and other tech devices were exempt from the tariff on Chinese imports of 125%. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest details from Washington.
Hi there. At the start of what may be another volatile week on Wall Street, investors are weighing announced exemptions for Chinese-made tech products against Trump administration signals the reprieve won't last long. All of it adding confusion to an already uncertain economy. This morning, more tariff turmoil. The Trump administration's surprise move exempting tech devices like smartphones and computers from punishing 125% tariffs on Chinese imports, though a 20% levy remains, giving stock markets an early boost, even as President Trump suggested the reprieve would be short-lived, with new tariffs coming on imported semiconductors.
Like we did with steel, like we did with automobiles, like we did with aluminum, which are now fully on. We'll be doing that with semiconductors, with chips.
The president saying details would come over the next week, and the Commerce Secretary said smartphones and computers would be included in those new sector tariffs, also touting upcoming tariffs on pharmaceuticals.
We need our medicines and we need semiconductors and our electronics to be built in America.
The uncertainty over when import taxes could hit and how much they'll force prices up, setting American consumers on edge.
I feel like I shouldn't have to be checking the news every single day to make sure I can afford products that we've all been kind of accustomed to.
As small businesses that import from China stock up early to head off price spikes.
So they just kept exponentially growing, and so it's been really a nightmare.
Those signs of economic stress raising concerns among forecasters like investor Ray Dalio, who predicted the 2008 financial crisis.
I think that right now we are at a decision-making point and very close to a recession. And I'm worried about something worse than a recession if this isn't handled well.
As the Trump administration urges calm. Today at the White House, President Trump is hosting the president of El Salvador amid a fight over the migrants the Trump administration deported to a mega prison in that country, and one in particular who the administration admits was mistakenly deported but has not been returned to the U.S. despite court orders to take steps to bring him back. In Washington, I'm Alice Barr. Back to you.
New this morning, the FAA says the company operating the helicopter in Thursday's crash in the Hudson River is shutting down immediately. In a statement, the agency says it's launching a review of New York Helicopter's tour license and safety record. The crash killed all 6 people on board. New details this morning about a shooting that hurt 3 people outside a busy South Minneapolis Cub Foods yesterday, all in broad daylight. Right now, police are still looking for the suspects. Raya Katene has the latest from police.
Questions
at a store
and outrage.
There's kids coming in here.
Fill the Longfellow neighborhood as community members like CJ Simmons Jones,
There's mothers, fathers, the elderly.
try to understand
What?
how something like this could have happened in broad daylight outside a busy grocery store.
It's gotta stop.
Minneapolis police say 3 men were shot at around 1:45 Sunday afternoon outside the Cub Foods near Lake Street and Hiawatha Avenue. According to MPD, 2 gunmen got out of a car and shot a man walking with his child, injuring that man and 2 others caught in the gunfire. 2 of the men were taken to the hospital and another refused treatment. Police say the child wasn't hurt, but CJ knows the situation could have ended differently.
Our kids are dying. Our families are suffering. The funeral homes are full.
It's pretty overwhelming.
As a manager at a nearby beauty supply store, Alicia Wilson says it can be overwhelming to regularly see crimes in the area.
I just think maybe more of a police presence in the area, taking, a lot of this stuff more serious.
The city's online crime database shows this year Minneapolis police have responded to 6 calls for shots being fired in the Longfellow neighborhood.
The managers and stuff of a lot of these establishments, they're kind of trying to band together to create a better space for over here.
Back across the street, the Cub Foods temporarily closed to customers, and police are still searching for the gunman.
Where is it going to stop?
As people in the community search for answers.
This morning, friends and family are still searching for a missing Anoka man. Hundreds gathered over the weekend to help look for Brandon Stott, where he was last seen Tuesday night. Everyone split into 10 groups, hoping to find any clues. Stott is a bartender at 201 Tavern in Anoka. The bar helped organize the search. After not showing up for work Thursday, the owner asked police to do a welfare check. The owner says police searched his home but did not find him or any indication of where he could be.
Brandon is the heartbeat of Anoka, and right now our hearts have stopped because he's gone, and we want him back. So this is hard. This is hard.
There is not a 201 without Brandon. I don't know what that would look like. I really don't.
Yeah, if you know anything about Stott's whereabouts, you're asked to call the Anoka Police Department. Police have a warning for parents this morning. Encourage your children to stop Nerf wars before someone is killed. They say at the very least they could be charged with disorderly conduct. The warning comes after Sauk Rapids police say a teen was hurt when his friend accidentally ran over him. Police say the two were playing Nerf wars at Southside Park Saturday, and one was hiding on the ground next to the car when he was run over. He was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Tonight, Minnesota's own Paige Bueckers is expected to make history. She's projected to be the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, which would be a first for a Minnesota woman. You can watch her get picked with all her fans at Target Center. Starting tonight at 6, fans will head into the arena to watch the WNBA draft live on the big screen. And taking a look at where the Hopkins native might go, here's the draft order by team. The Dallas Wings will make the first pick, followed by the Seattle Storm, then the Washington Mystics. Bueckers is so highly sought out, and this month alone explains why. The multi-time All-American is fresh off winning the NCAA championship. That caps off the 4 seasons she played at UConn. Her media blitz took her to the Today Show and the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
It became such a beautiful story and remarkable journey of ups and downs, highs and lows, of keeping the faith, of working extremely hard. And I really wouldn't trade it just to have that overwhelming sense of gratitude for life, the appreciation for everything that comes your way, and then to cap it off with this, it's just been an amazing journey.
And according to an ESPN report last night, Bueckers will be signing a 3-year deal with a new 3-on-3 league, Unrivaled. So if that plays out, we'll be seeing Paige during the offseason as well. Twins legend Joe Mauer now cast in bronze outside Target Field. The brand new statue unveiled ahead of yesterday's Twins game. Mauer and his family were there to take in the special moment. Also there, Mauer's longtime teammate Justin Morneau, who says the statue solidifies his legacy.
And I imagine one day in the distant future, a parent walking along with their child, they see this statue, and the kid says, "Dad, who's that?" And they say, "Well, that's Joe Mauer. He's from St. Paul. He's one of us. He was humble, he was competitive, he was kind, and he was the best catcher to ever put on a Twins uniform." Congratulations, Joe.
Yeah, congrats to Joe, and you can find the statue outside of Gate 34. Happening right now, Blue Origin has a historic human space flight launching from Texas. And the crew in the new Shepard rocket's 31st mission will be all women. The 6 women going up includes journalist Gayle King, music artist Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sanchez, film producer Carrie Ann Flynn, former NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, and bioastronautics research scientist Amanda Wynn. There will be no pilots. It's a fully autonomous 11-minute journey above the internationally recognized boundary of space. The crew will experience weightlessness and witness views of Earth through windows. This is the first all-female flight crew since Valentina Tereshkova's solo flight on a Soviet spacecraft in 1963. Now you need to come see this. These are the brand new Olympic and Paralympic torches that'll be used during the 2026 Winter Games in Milan Cortina. They'll be made out of mostly recycled materials and arrive in Rome in December of this year. From there, they'll begin a 2-month journey across Italy just ahead of the Games. Lots to see there. Do stick with us. More news and weather is coming up after the break.